All the bishops of Minnesota have decided to defy the orders of their totalitarian governor and open public masses. Some people might say, well, the SSPX forced their hand by the SSPX having masses, or people might say the Minnesota bishops are desperate for money, so they decided to open up public masses, and both of those claims might be reasonable, but I would say I would give them the benefit of the doubt at this point. We also need to take into consideration that the Minnesota bishops probably receive money from the government in terms of funding Catholic schools and in terms of funding Catholic charities, so this is a decision where they might not benefit financially in the long run. It's questionable as to what will happen. Despite people's concerns about the motivations of the Minnesota bishops, I was actually more concerned about the reaction of some lay people. These lay people and clerics belong in the category of the social justice worshippers. Recently, myself, along with many other people, have been critical of the faithless bishops who canceled masses, locked lay people out of the churches, banned lay people from the sacraments. And what is even worse are the social justice worshippers who say that they need to continue to ban lay people from the sacraments. They need to continue the suspension of public masses because maybe there's an off chance that someone might get sick. And who knows? People might die because they contracted a virus at Mass, even though most churches are not filled to capacity. They're not even close to being filled to capacity. You have more of a chance of getting sick at Walmart. You have more of a chance of getting sick at Home Depot or Lowe's, and these faithless people have the nerve to say that Masses should remain closed. Well, let's look at the facts here. No one is forcing anyone to attend Mass. If a person has a compromised immune system and they're particularly concerned about getting sick, they're not required to go to Mass. It is not my intent to criticize the people with compromised immune systems who are very concerned about getting sick. However, it is my intent to state that the faithless people who are outraged by the opening of churches and public masses being said are inspired by a demon. These faithless people who are outraged by the churches being opened, it doesn't make any sense. In this country, in the United States, they are free to worship their Pachamama idols at home. Meanwhile, the Catholics want to attend Mass and receive the sacraments. And if that doesn't fit your modernist agenda, you're free to leave the church that you've always been opposed to.